Okay, I'm Tomaž. I will talk about these PDF annotations, how they're implemented for LibreOffice Draw. So first I want to explain to what are the PDF annotations. There are many types of PDF annotations inside PDF files. The most common one is like this pop-up annotation, and then we have like you can, for example, as we can see here, you can highlight the text, underline it, or squiggle it, or strike it out. All these are supported inside PDF. You can also draw the lines, various polygons and shapes, inks, like something like this. When you are drawing with, I don't know, with a pencil or something. Then also our inline text boxes, which just shows the content of the annotations itself. Yes?
How is this pop-up annotations, I understand, but the rest of them, how are they material or fundamentally different than the other content of PDF? I mean, box with text, doesn't PDF inherently have boxes with text or tabs or shapes?
The idea is that you can annotate the PDF that is static.
PDF is only stiff, but it's static if you don't edit its contents.
Yeah, it's not the content is not usually not editable of the PDF, but the PDF viewers still allow you to annotate certain text and add additional objects to it.
Something that's saved separately from the static body of content of the PDF, someplace aside in the PDF file.
It's special, yeah, and this is then allowed to be added, yeah. So we have this PDF import with PDFium, which is enabled when you are using this allow import use PDFium. And by default is used in Collabor Online. What it does here is that each PDF page is rendered as a bitmap and then put inside one draw page, like full screen, and the same dimensions like the PDF page. And then when you're done viewing or editing it or whatever you want to do with it, the PDF export uses the original PDF data, not this bitmap, and exports it into a new PDF. So we can quite elegantly have a round trip here. And like I said, these PDF annotations are then imported and also then exported as extra. Support for this currently in the LibreOffice Draw is quite limited. So what is supported inside LibreOffice in the import is, okay, first we have like this normal comment, which is a PDF pop-up, similar like PDF pop-up, like we can see here. Then additional to this, if you are importing it, we can import some limited types, like we can import inline text boxes like line, polygon shapes, and like no stamps you didn't support, but this can be shown inside the draw page, but it's very limited. You cannot change them at all. The only thing what you can change is the content of the pop-up annotation and the position. So the idea here was then that if you want to make this editable more, so that you can just also edit the actual annotations itself, we need to do something else, and the idea here was to use the SDR objects as annotations. So if we do this, then we can edit them, then we can change position, size, also the properties. But we are still limited here to what we are supporting. So, how are currently the draw comments implemented? Yeah, so these are very specific to SD module. Like SDR page stores a list of all the annotations inside one page, and one annotation then is represented by this smart tag, which is the annotation tag derives from this smart tag, which then shows this annotation. Let's go. So this is then the smart tag, and it just shows this. Okay, some annotation is here. Some pop-up can show up. And then there's another class, annotation manager, which is then managing this everything. Everything goes through this annotation manager inside Impress code, like undo, redo, and all similar things. So first, what needs to do is to do the refactoring that is needed, and I had to move some code from the SD module to the SVX. The annotation was then moved to the SVX module, and then from the SD page, which is specific to the Impress, I had to then add it to the SDR page. But there's no functional change from this yet. Everything was still working fine. Then I implemented something that is replacing the current smart tag with an object. So I created an annotation object which derives of SDR object. Actually, the SDR rect object, because this can have then the text, and it's a rectangle on inside the document model. And then you can have a pop-up when you're clicking on it. Pop-up annotation is shown, annotation window is shown when you're clicking on it, and this can then show the content of the annotation. So then I also introduced this is annotated object flag, which you can mark every SDR object if it's annotated or not. Yeah. So all the objects actually get this annotation functionality, and the behavior is differently for them. So this SDR is an annotated object. As I said, it can be in any SDR object currently, but we are only creating a subset of the objects we use inside the import. So only these are then used. This flag then enables that you can trigger the annotation pop-up annotation window, and what you need here is also that you need an annotation that is annotation original object that is associated with the SDR object. So there is this link between SDR object and the annotation. You have to establish this. Of course, this then enables the behavior for the objects, which is a little bit different. For example, annotations shouldn't usually be output to the PDF unless explicitly defined. And also print is the same thing. So this annotation and SDR object now needs to be synced together. So SDR objects like these properties, text, size, and position must also be written to the annotation itself. And if you change the annotation, it must influence the SDR object. So if you change the position of the object, it will need to write this to the SDR annotation. And also vice versa. And so. Then we have the PDF export. Now we have all these annotations inside one SDR page already collected. And we just do like we did it before. So this is quite simple. The difference here is only that now we have more information about the annotation itself. So we have geometry of the annotation contained, and then there's different types of annotation, of PDF annotations that we need to then store back together and inside the PDF. And it can also contain a bitmap, which is then stored. So yeah, this is like the first implementation. It was a little bit the hard things to do. But there's a lot of that still needs to be done. That this whole PDF import export is working for the annotations, working as expected. So we have to improve the PDF export. So not all the types are still are supported yet. There's a lot of additional properties that we need to store, handle inside the import and handle inside the export. The problem here is that some of them needs extending the PDF film library itself, so it's quite hard, yeah, or because you have to study the code of the PDF film, how they get the information from the PDF itself, which is not an easy thing to do. This is a quite invasive change, so there are possible regressions. Currently this is contained inside master, but part of the code was already ready for the previous current stable release, so I had to wait a little bit to not commit it inside the current stable release. I had the possibility to do that, but I choose against it. So because it was, I think, a wise decision, because it triggered a little bit of some regressions that still need to be addressed, like undo and redo regressions are one of them. Then there's also the question what to do with the ODF support for this. I think that the annotation itself are not standardized in ODF. Currently, it's like still using the old OpenOffice, this namespace where these are stored inside. So we need to think about what to do about this in general. And currently there is no possibility to add new like this PDF annotations to the PDF currently. So, which is quite a big thing. It's relatively simple to do, but I need time to do this. So this is all. Thank you for listening. I can maybe show. Okay, any questions here? Okay. So this is a little bit demonstration. So this is now the I opened just on PDF with PDF view, and how this looks like when we are open. So currently you have, these are just, all are just the objects, and when you click on, it's a little bit annoying. Huh? No, as I said, this I hold on the it's still currently inside master, and it will be released probably inside the next LibreOffice. Yeah, when the next LibreOffice is released. I didn't understand. Can you please repeat? Yes, this is probably because inside Collabora Online, we are using this. Yeah, you can use it there. Yeah. So just quickly, this is just an example of how what is this all about. So we now previously we you couldn't. These are now annotations here, and now, for example, these are all objects, and if you click on it, you can get like this pop-up. Yeah, it's a little bit, you cannot see the content. I'm not sure what it chooses, like really not good color, but it is something like this. So it's also, this is another, this is also a little bit annoying. Another text object, this is inline text object. And if you change, for example, not sure if it will be visible, but it also changed the annotation itself when you change the inline text here. So this is synchronization is established. So I'm a little bit lost. So for comparison, this is how the original PDF looked like there. This is the inside LibreOffice, and this is almost the same. Thank you.